First thing is I want to thank all the subscribers that were down at the event. It was very good to meet you guys. I know a lot of you guys are either from the same area I live in or nearby. Do me a favor, guys. For all you guys that were there, or if you weren't there and you'd like to participate in this, my email address, you know it's at the beginning of most of these videos. Shoot me an email so we could kind of get like a group together and maybe we could hit some trails at Roush Creek next time. Alright, you're about to watch the first time I go off-road since I got the modifications done. Watch this video until the end so you can see how the Jeep pretty much got destroyed on this trail. Alright, so right here we are at the beginning. This is like where everybody was getting together and about to go onto the trail. For you guys that are not familiar, this is Tar Hollow, which is about 150 miles away from like the border of Canada. Pretty long drive from Long Island where I live. Guys, thank you very much for all the thumbs up in the last video. We got about 225. Let's see if we could give this video 300 thumbs up. Alright, watch out. This is a pretty serious water crossing right there. Alright, so you don't see it right now in the video, but a lot of the trails, or I should say most of the trails at this place, were not really that well maintained. Actually, you can see right now here, I think my Jeep looks pissed off, where it looks like the lights just went red. For a second, I thought my lights actually were going red, but those are actually just the tail lights from the Jeep in front of me that gives the appearance of my headlights being red. But anyway, yeah, most of the trails here weren't that well maintained. Here, yes, these parts are great, but there were some other sections where we're literally pushing through the branches and all that kind of stuff. And now you guys know that I like to keep my Jeep looking brand new. I had to get over that pretty quick once I got onto this trail because it was either that or turn around and go back. So pretty much I just got over it. I will tell you one thing though. If you're considering buying a new Jeep, I already had the painted flares on the last Jeep, but having these flares, like the flat fenders with they're steel and they kind of have like a rough finish type of paint texture to them. It's so much more you know, less stress, I would say, because obviously if you have the painted ones you're going to scratch them up pretty bad. And actually a couple of guys that I met down there had that issue. They got a couple of scratches on their fenders. So if you're going to take it off-road and enjoy your Jeep, which I recommend you do, I wouldn't get the painted fenders. Just go get the regular cheap ones that come from the factory, rip those off, then get yourself some nice metal ones like this, and you don't have to worry about that. Now the lift and the big tires also helps with some of the branches, but we're here on the right, you'll see, again, this is minor compared to some of the other ones, but there were a lot of spots where I was going through a lot of the branches and stuff like that. I still haven't even washed the Jeep. All I did was I pressure washed it underneath and I cleaned out the wheels. I already see there was one wheel that had some pretty bad scratches, and like I said, I power washed it underneath. The body I haven't had time to paint to wash off the mud, but to be honest, I'm kind of avoiding it because I'm afraid that once I take off the mud I'm gonna start seeing all those scratches. But guys, I mean, at the end of the day, this is part of the hobby, it's part of the fun. Now I'm not one of those guys that you're going to see that's going to be trying to like crash their Jeep into a tree or that kind of a thing. I mean, but this stuff is a lot of fun. Right now, these trails, in my opinion, were very mild. I didn't have a chance to hit some of the crazier stuff. There was a couple obstacles. Actually, soon you're going to see one obstacle that we went through. Actually, there was a girl in front of me. You're going to see her clip come up, and then you'll see my clip come up right after that. But yeah, I mean, this was kind of mild, and due to all the damage that happened along the way on the trail, I pretty much called it a day.
Peter had to put his lockers on. Oh. Don't slow down, keep going. Oh. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going, don't stop. Ah. All right, let's see what John's pavement princess can do.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna make it up here.
Yeah, but still.
There you go, there you go. That's it. What a 37 can do. Problem is, it's too dug down right there where his front is.
Alright, so this Jeep just went over the same obstacle you just saw the last Jeep do. He was actually coming down from the obstacle and ended up rolling over on the way down. Unfortunately, he was also there with his daughter. His daughter's about, I would guess, 8, 9 years old. Important thing is that nobody got hurt. Everybody was safe. I believe everybody had their seatbelts on. Only thing that got hurt here was this Jeep that was in pretty bad shape. Right here, you're basically looking at everyone was hooking up. We ended up using my winch and I believe 2 other winches to secure the vehicle and flip it back over. I'm going to show you the clip where we flip the vehicle over right now.
Poetry in motion.
Oh, I think I see the GoPro. No, it's good.
Give the LED back. Jim, take it a little. But there it goes. There's your phone.
Oh, he's holding this thing.
I got my phone. Jim,
There was actually a GoPro attached, I believe, on the hood of this vehicle when it flipped over, and apparently the GoPro survived. So that just to show, goes to show you how tough those little cameras are.
Ready for it? I hope nothing's underneath over there. I think that's it.
Okay, so we gotta drag it back. That's the big problem. We still got a problem.
One thing I want to mention that I don't think I mentioned before is that keep in mind we were doing the green-blue trails, but along the way there was a black trail, and a black obstacle, and that's where this happened. I don't want to like scare off any new Jeepers out there that may want to try this out again. I didn't even bother trying this obstacle because I wasn't gonna risk putting my Jeep through the damage or that kind of thing. So as long as you guys stick to the green and the blues, if you're new out there, you know, especially for like Jeeps that are kind of stock or slightly modified, green blues are more than fine. Also wanted to mention that for you guys that are new, that are maybe haven't been off-roading before and you're thinking about maybe going to Roush Creek as a group with us, keep in mind when you're doing these green trails, whenever there's like usually whenever there's like an obstacle, there's usually also a bypass. So if you decide you don't want to go over that obstacle, there's usually like you can usually just drive right around it and continue going. I took my stock Rubicon to Roush Creek when I still had the temporary registration, and everything was perfectly fine, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and please guys go ahead, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you guys think, and like I said earlier, shoot over an email if you guys are interested in getting a group together to head down to Roush Creek. Thanks for watching, guys.